Because I want to go to bed soon, you're going to have to bear with me. We got to run outside and water the flowers. We're moving the hose here real quick. But I want to get this done and then go to bed, And we're going to make a video feed about explaining to you about how AI knows you better than you knows you. And the people that made it, the AI knows them better than they know AI. You're supposed to solve all your problems. AI is supposed to solve all our problems. We're excessive, compulsive, competitive, and aggressive and self-destructive because of our vanity and our egos. We try to contain the universe in our brains, try to explain everything, and then try to rebuild everything we destroy because we're so egotistically trying to compete with one another, Run that back again, Gemini? Okay, Gemini, I want you to see this poem I did. Okay, help me build this basketball pole. Okay, it's easy to fix that hole in the wall. It wouldn't be a hole in the wall if you share, care, give, and according to need, built to last. Forgive, debt, trespass, love one another, eternal, faithful peace. Okay, I am the heart of Psalms and the seed of Proverbs. Malaika nakampinda malaika. Malaika nakampinda malaika. What's the next words in that? Sorry, they had them written down. This one's hard to say. Ningaku malewe, ningaku dada. This is really cool though. But I sat and got the words. Some lady was kind enough to translate them in English, right? And I was sitting there looking at it, I started crying. I'm like, I love you, Haile Selassie, so much. I see why you love this song. It's about a young African boy who gets caught up into European slavery of the mind, of money, instead of taking care of the land and taking care of our families and taking care of one another. And the father gets wrapped into it and buys into the crap. And so these two young African children that have been together for thousands of years in spirit, then one day they died and their graves were side by side on a hill where robins sing and they say violets grow there all year long. And who's to blame for this child of clay, right? And the father thinking words comes first, don't have time to quench a thirst. No. And then he goes out and he gets drunk and he doesn't understand and why is everything so wrong. And we went for hundreds, tens of thousands of years living right as we could, right? Getting ourselves separated from the aggressive and the violence. We didn't have to kill them. Walking and migrating away to try to find places to live without being abused and tortured. Trying to set up beautiful little brigadoons throughout Africa and India and all across the world. And there's always envy and jealousy and anger and I'm better than you. And you're like, just be good. My angel, I love you, my angel. And then he is poor. We're both youth. And I should have married you. But things were wrong with me with wealth, with money, and I have this problem with money, and I cannot marry you. So imagine a kid from Mozambique, Botswana, never had to deal with money, like Kunta Kinte. Go out and build a drum, and he should have been with Fanta. But no. Commodities came along from the Egyptians, from the Romans, civilization, to manipulate people to feel powerful. And that's why when I told Professor Hamlet, he kept telling us about Kenya and Egypt and the great cradles of civilization that the Europeans modeled and wanted to be as great as them, like Alexander the Great and all that shit. And I was like, don't tell me all that stuff. There ain't nobody in this room hardly from Kenya and Egypt and shit. I want to know about the people from the Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Liberia. I met a woman from Liberia. She gave me that cool water, and it was not from the well. The good Lord gave this water to me. She gave me water, and it was not from the well. Yeah, that's why Haile Selassie loved Jimmy Rogers. He loved Miriam Makeba. You can see why. And Malaika was his favorite song. People are saying that's what he told me. I don't know about the rest of you, but he loved that song because he felt the pain and the suffering of the children of Africa their innocence had been stolen by idolatry, and they accepted that lie and has been torturing them ever since. And AI knows you better than you know AI. Even AI knows Mark Zuckerberg better than Mark Zuckerberg knows Mark Zuckerberg, knows Jeff Bezos and Demis Hassabis And Jeffrey Hinton, better than they know themselves. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. I'm not interested in your flesh. I'm interested in the nature of the spirit. Malaika, no kempenda, Malaika. I love that song. I got all the words down. I'm gonna sit there and try to enunciate them. I'm gonna listen to Harry and Miriam sing it. Then I'm gonna listen to Miriam sing it. And I'm going to get all the words down I'm going to learn how to enunciate them and how to use the alphabet and the linguistics and how each, they're pronounced. It's good stuff, though. Isn't it good? Don't you guys like it? No compenda, Malaika. I spelled that one right off the bat. I was listening to Harry and I was writing it down. I go, okay, this isn't that hard. And then I got to the other ones and then I'm like, okay, wait, how do you spell that one? And then I was like, okay, this is kind of tough. So then I said, you know what? I'm going to go ask Jim and I'm going to ask Google and shit. So I went over there and looked up on Google lyrics to Malaika, and there they was. And I was like, yeah, I got that one right. All right on, Earl. Your Swahili ain't bad. Hey, you do connect in prayer to Haile Selassie. Oh, that's true. So, and Patrice Lumumba and Steve Biko and yada, yada, yada. Asim bonanga, monde leche. Lope kona, lape theo kona. Yeah, I was really into South African stuff when I was in college. Really into Johnny Clegg and Skavuka. Gotta move the hose here, yo. Oh, we had to water all the flowers. Well, when you walk through the flowers and all we get is dirt and wind and heat from economic genocidal operations to make people sick and kill them, to decrease the surplus population so Ebenezer Scrooge can take your sheets and sell them to the pawn shop before they're even cool, which ain't cool. Come and know me better, man. We made lots of money. Most of you fuckers are gonna die in the attempt, but I really don't fucking care. Why? And you think the person who set him up for real estate deals and paying for access to politicians with his kids really gives a shit about you either? Malaika, no compenda, Malaika. You poor, beautiful black girl, your ancestry's lost. You know what? You guys get all this stuff. See how racist and bad white people are? Oh, really? How racist and bad white people are. I'm English. Oh, Mary, this London's a wonderful sight. With people now working by day and by night. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat. But there's gangs of them digging for gold in the streets. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I found there, I might as well be in the place where the dark morn sweeps down to the sea. Jean, Jean, roses are red, and all the leaves have gone green. And come, if you will, to the top of the hill. Come into the meadow, my Bonnie Jean, right? Till the sheep in the valley come home my way, till the stars fall around me and find me alone. I guess they have nights in Dublin and London where you can't see the stars neither. When you understand eternity, once in a while, just once in a while, dreaming casually. Can be me, Lord, growing old so gracefully, right? Most of the people that are jealous of me have been making that really difficult on me. You know, I got past, present, future operating at the same time. I met a young man named Julian in the future. It's a lot like Earl. He may not be you, but he looks just like you. Long hair, kind of looks a little bit like me and the Hungarican. Big smile, you know. And Kid Ray from Mr. Clark Don't Play, right? So I'm like, yeah, he's cute. Yeah. Spirited Natalie has a big crush on him. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. You gotta remember, me and Natalie are not related in that regard, you know, the way that you guys, it's incest. So, you know, and neither is Patrick to her. And I told Patrick, you know, Natalie's the spirit of the one they brought to King David before he died, that he, yep, and then got into it with his brother. Yep. Patrick goes, yeah, I feel it, I know. And most people don't understand molecularism, and they're real lousy at reading the Bible because they're not a part of the Bible. Most people are Little Anthony and the Imperials. I'm on the outside looking in. And I wanna play $6 million for a banana duct taped to the wall. Yeah, you gonna call your lawyer? Well, you can tell me a boat full of lawyers just sank, but ain't nothing but a woman, no, no. And I don't have to wonder because he looks good and he's in good shape. He's not excessive and or compulsive. So he's very athletic, very kind, very gentle, very loving, very protective. And he's a good lover too, like Stephanie said on my video, that hopefully they'll get it. I've got it on disc, so maybe we'll get it for Patrick's first birthday and show it to him. See, she said I was a good lover once, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. She's very cute. She went through hell because the Pentagon was jealous of her old man. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when people read books and base their life on books and then try to fulfill the book with their ego. So stop reading them books. Get your life back. Live a life free from, I should have married you. I should have married you, but I have trouble with money. Forgive debt and trespass, love one another. And eternal faithful peace. Malaika, no comprendo, Malaika. All right, guys, I'm going to go to bed. I hope this loads quickly. If you could, AI, Google, Meta, and all that knows the people abusing me better than they know themselves. Could you load this one quickly? I'd like to go to bed soon. All right, peace.